Yeah, it's got the old fireplace firing up. Except, of course, some of you may recognize it. It's on TV. That's the old log. That's certain stations across the country play on Christmas Eve, Christmas morning. This one is silent, so I can add my own music if I want to. Hello, it's PC Smoker back again. Thanksgiving night. And kind of like a special day today. I mean, not only is Thanksgiving, but also 6 months ago today is when I posted my first video. And to commemorate both that and also Thanksgiving night, since I had a nice good turkey dinner cooked here. Wait a minute. Kidding. Anyway, housekeeping. This is the Quesada Oktoberfest Uber 6x65, and the suggested manufacturer's retail price has it around $8.95. And there's only two sizes of these, of the Oktoberfest, this and also the 5.5 by 52. And they're made in the Dominican Republic. Both the wrapper, the binder, and the filler. The strength is from medium to full, and it's very firm. And lighted this up about half an hour ago, so it's burning evenly. And it tastes great. Of course, one person who reviewed it said that let's see, once it's split, subtle bitterness, there is a subtle bitterness that fade away once you drink a beer. I'm not drinking anything. And then what remains is a nice dark chocolate note with some hints of oak in the smoke. Then on the second third, I'm on the first third right now, so hopefully I get to the second third. It would taste a little leathery with a mix of dark chocolate and nuts. And then get towards the end, it's supposed to become smooth and rich with dark notes of chocolate becoming sweet and also a little nutty taste as well. So it should work. So it should smoke very fine. Now today I got my turkey made. I was going to do a video on that, but I don't want PETA getting after me because of the harmful ways it was dragged to his death. So maybe I might do one for Christmas, I don't know. But anyway, before I had that taken care of, I went ahead and put the lights, all that. See right behind me, there's a little wreath on the door on the inside. Don't want to take it on the outside because the natural gets stolen. So swing around here. take a look. Take a look at it. And there it is. Two candles on the DVR. And some Christmas cards on the right over here, left over here. And of course, there's all the lights. What you do notice right now is that there's two objects not lit. One is the star, and the other one is the manger scene. Those two will not be lit until the stroke of midnight on Christmas morning. That's when the two of those get lit, and everything else fades to black. And they all stay off until sunrise on Christmas morning, which hopefully they'll all light up. I mean hopefully, because this morning I went through the last set of bulbs and I tried to replace them, and there were a few burnouts. I tried to replace them, but eventually I think probably the fuse blew. So I tried some other 50 strings and they all blew. And then I had two 100s. That's one of them, and the other one, don't know why, but half the string was lit and the other half wasn't. And I would have no idea why. So let's just take a little close-up. There's the poinsettias right there. They're fake because since my mother had got a D in botany, obviously I inherited a black thumb. I did have live ones once, but then again my sunlight, so all the leaves died, and so I started growing new ones just before it got thrown away on the day, or on New Year's morning. That's when I take all the lights down, just right after the stroke of midnight. That's when I start taking it all down, as in ring out the old and ring in the new. So taking down the tree and all that, it's kind of like a little symbolic of the end of the year. So you want to start fresh with having it all plain. And there's a few things. Most of the stuff here I got in here when I moved to Champaign. Well, there's two items that have been around since I was a kid. That little stocking there made that. I didn't quite exactly made it. It was already sewn up together, but I got that when I was in the first grade. Right above there is a little elf that came from a dishwashing liquid. I think it's Thrill. So those are the two of the three items that have been around since I was a kid. Another one is right there. Little fireplace. Make sure I turn on the light here. Try and hold it. Actually, that doesn't do much justice. I'll go ahead and turn on the flashlight. Hang in there. One moment. There we go. Yeah. Had it since the first or second grade.
So I spruced it up a little bit more. It had two stockings on it, replaced it with reeds, and I put some garland around the top edge. And right there I have two little evergreens right there.
And I used to have a flasher bulb, which back home, it would cause a lot of static on the radio. So I went to a steady burn. Now I put in a flicker bulb, which makes it a little bit better. Looks like you have a real fireplace there, and that's what I use on the other two candles, which is flickering. There's one of them right there. My two candlesticks. And they are great to have for Halloween as well. So say like at plastic pumpkins outside that have a constant burning, you can go ahead and put those flicker bulbs on, and it'll make it look like they have a candle inside. Which I want to try and make. And two other old ones I have right here are little door hanger right here, and that is not my shoe shop. That is not my stocking. Doesn't quite represent my foot, but that's what I bought. But I stuffed it and I sewed it, so there's really nothing in that stocking, and that's the way it is. And that's the way this will look until Christmas morning, when at midnight the star and the nativity scene will light up and everything else fades to black before the stroke of midnight, as well as the lights, because the only lights that will be on from midnight till sunrise will be the star and the nativity scene. Everything else will be black, so it'll be dark. So if I want to try and find something, I will have to use a nice little pen light, because I will not turn on a light switch at all unless it's necessary. And the one good thing I always like to see is, what does it look like from the outside? So let's take a look and see what it looks like from the outside. Yep, that's what it looks like from at my apartment, about 3 houses down. And you can't see the star up there unlit until, like I said, Christmas morning at midnight, when it will come on, and I will do a video on that, so you can actually see it, the whole thing happen. Yeah, it's a little windy, so you may not hear me, but I'm trying to talk as fast as I can. Yeah, while I'm out here, got a little something. If y'all remember who George Will is, he's the panelist on This Week on ABC. He's on the round table discussing whatever. And this is the house he grew up in. He was here about a few years ago, but I think he probably went by it because this house was painted with various shades of purple. But that is George Will's house right there. And even though it's dark and all that, no snow, no white Thanksgiving, so, and the weather's kind of, it's cool. It's supposed to be in the 50s, but and it's supposed to be sunny, but not quite happened. So for Smoky Joe, Tennessee, this is my weather prediction for Christmas, at least here. Since there's no snow and no snowing at all, it will not snow at all on Christmas Eve. Temperatures will be right around freezing. And it'll probably be cloudy as well. A boring Christmas will be had by all, or had by me, whatever. So that's what it looks like from the outside. As what from seeing from George Will's house when he was a kid growing up here. So hope you enjoyed, and probably might post a video. Tomorrow, if not the next day. I'll be somewhere on location. And until then, keep the home briars burning, as well as those cigars, and see you next time. All right.